Have you ever felt like investing is something only for the rich? That unless you have thousands sitting in the bank, it's not even worth thinking about? I get it. For years, I believed that too. But today, I want to tell you something that I wish someone had told me earlier. You need way less than you think to start investing. Not less money only, but less knowledge, less certainty, less fear. Because the truth is, the biggest barrier between you and your financial freedom isn't money. It's mindset. Let's talk about it. They wait to earn more. They wait to understand everything. Stocks, bonds, ETFs, inflation, crypto. They wait and wait. But here's the catch. And time. Time is your greatest ally in investing. Not your salary, not your IQ, not even your financial background. If I could whisper one thing into the ear of every 20-something or 30-something out there, it would be, start now. Even if it's messy, even if it's small, even if you're scared. Because every day you delay is a day lost of compound interest working in your favor. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, I'll start investing when I hit a certain amount? Maybe you've said, I just need to get out of this debt first. Or, once I finally feel financially stable, then I'll begin. Those thoughts, they sound responsible, but sometimes they're just fear wearing a mask. Let's break that mask right now. Investing isn't about waiting until you figured everything out. It's about building while you figure it out. It's about planting the seed even if you don't see the full garden yet. Let me tell you a story. A friend of mine, let's call her Sarah, used to say, I don't have enough to invest. She worked a regular job, had bills like anyone else, and felt like investing was for people with real money. One day she downloaded an app that let her invest just $10. That's it, $10. She felt silly, but she did it anyway. Fast forward 3 years. Sarah's not rich, but she's consistent. Every week she invests a little, sometimes $10, sometimes $20, sometimes more. Today, her account has over $6,000. And more importantly, she sees herself differently now. She's an investor. Because becoming an investor is not about an amount. It's about an identity. And identities are built through action, not perfection. You don't need to predict the stock market. You don't need to read the Wall Street Journal every morning. You don't need to be the next Warren Buffett. You just need to start. You just need to trust that small steps taken consistently can lead to big change. Think about it. How many things in your life began without full clarity? Your career. Most of them began with uncertainty, with fear, with doubt. But you did them anyway. So why do we expect investing to feel any different? Here's something that helped me shift. I stopped thinking of investing as something I had to master, and started thinking of it as something I could learn by doing. You don't learn to swim by reading a book. You get in the water. You don't learn to invest by watching others. You start with what you have, right where you are. Now, let's get practical for a second. What do you really need to begin investing? First, you need a mindset that values the long term. This is not about getting rich overnight. It's about building wealth brick by brick. Second, you need a habit. Even if it's just $5 a week, build the muscle. The amount matters far less than the consistency. Third, you need to let go of the idea that everyone else knows more than you. They don't. Even the so-called experts. And lastly, you need to stop underestimating yourself. Let me say this again. You don't need $10,000. You don't need to know the perfect investment. You don't need a crystal ball. You need patience. The act of investing isn't just about finance. It's about identity. It's about showing up for your future self. It's about choosing to believe that your goals are valid, even if they're quiet now. Even if no one sees them but you. That's where it all begins. Before I end this video, I want to leave you with something to carry into your week. Don't ask, how much do I need to start? Ask instead, what's stopping me from starting with what I have? Because the answer to that question might just be the doorway to a new version of you. A version that doesn't wait for permission, that doesn't wait for perfection, but begins today. Trust yourself. If this video helped you reflect, please like, share, and subscribe. Together, we're building a community that believes in small starts and big futures. And remember, there is no perfect moment to begin. There is only the choice to stop postponing.